Let's begin with our top story. The murder trial of a former Belton High School student began today. The suspect, Caysen Allison, is accused of fatally stabbing fellow student Joe Ramirez in a Belton High bathroom back in 2022.
This comes after several trial delays and almost 3 years since the incident. 6 News reporter Sydney Walker was back at the courthouse. Sydney, what was today like?
The morning didn't really get started until around 9:30, and what followed was Allison pleading not guilty. The witnesses were called to testify today, but overall today gave us a clearer picture of what went down in Belton High School hallways that May 3rd day. The prosecutor began in their opening statements revealing there is a recording of the incident. They also said that the conflict between Joe and Caysen began after an incident at a prom after party and that Joe swung at Caysen first, accompanied by 4 others in that bathroom. The defense countered by saying that Allison was not guilty of murder because, quote, Caysen survived what could have very well been death or bodily injury by a group beatdown. The defense also made a motion to exclude photo and video evidence, which was denied by Judge Faulkner. The jury also saw security footage of the Belton High School hallways showing the students entering the bathroom and running out. This included video of Ramirez running out with a trail of blood behind him and eventually collapsing. Several witnesses took the stand today, including 911 dispatcher Amy Retz, security officer Philip Douglas Taylor, and teachers who responded to the scene. You can read more about the witnesses' testimony at kcentv.com. The trial is expected to continue tomorrow with more witnesses called to testify. I'll have more updates for you then. Live in Belton, Sydney Walker, 6 News.
And look, first of all, to the people who sent me this case, thank you. I really appreciate you. And I can't even lie. Lately, I've been missing my family back home, but I'm too locked in to even travel right now. So the people who support my channel, the people who watch my videos, the people who send comments to my videos, I really appreciate y'all. Y'all keep me going because I've been going hard on YouTube for the last 3 years. But enough of that soft shit. Let's get into this case. You telling me no racist people speaking on this case, but have the audacity to speak about Carmelo Anthony, have the audacity to speak about Carmelo Anthony's family, have the audacity to speak on Carmelo's case, make it make sense. This Mexican kid won a fair fight and he ended up murdered. Now, does that sound familiar? But I tell y'all all the time, when racist Caucasian people murder, it's no outrage. They sleep well. But when those tables are turned, aka Carmelo Anthony, they can't handle it. They got to gaslight us. No, we ain't going for it, partner. This Allison case is so similar to the Carmelo Anthony case, and how ironic that Belton, Texas is only 2 hours away from Frisco, Texas. And as a truck driver, if you know, you know. And y'all know me, I had to do the race demographics in Belton, Texas, and I found this: 56.7% Caucasian people, 8.5% Hispanic people. So that told me everything I need to know. And I need y'all to remember those numbers because in this article, it's going to play a major part. And this article is by people.com. It was published April 16, 2025 at 12:14 p.m. yesterday. A high school fight ended when one boy stabbed to death and the other charged with murder. That trial is now underway. Caysen Allison, now 21, confessed to unaliving Joe Ramirez Jr., 18, during a fight in the boys' bathroom at Belton High School back on May 3rd, 2022, according to an arrest affidavit obtained by People. So you telling me this case took 3 years to start? 3 years, no outrage from racist people, or 3 years to come up with their lies, 3 years to get their lies together. Make it make sense. Allison's lawyer, Zachary Boyd, said in his opening statement that the 18-year-old at the time acted in self-defense after finding himself forced to fight Ramirez and a group of his friends. Allison, who has been on house arrest ever since posting $175,000 bail back in July 2022, is facing anywhere between 5 and 99 years in prison if convicted. Oh, since Allison has the complexion for protection, he gets to claim self-defense with no outrage. He gets to say, I was just protecting myself. And you hear no outrage. No one is calling him an animal. Make it make sense. But this the cold part. This boy has been on house arrest for the last 3 years. Not 1, not 2, but 3. No one leaked his address. No one posted pictures of his house. No one posted pictures of his family. So where's that same energy y'all have for Carmelo and his family? Make it make sense. See, one thing I learned as a black man, they don't want you to fight back and protect yourself, because when we do, they call you an animal. When you do, they call us the bad guys. No, partner, keep that same energy. The murder trial began with opening statements on Monday, and on Tuesday, jurors were shown video of the stabbing that one of Ramirez's friends recorded inside the bathroom. The video allegedly shows Ramirez throwing a punch at Allison, and Allison responded by swinging at Ramirez with a knife in his hand, according to the court documents. It then allegedly ends with Ramirez cornered before the teenagers all ran out of the bathroom. And look, I'm going to tell y'all why racist people are quiet about this case, because it doesn't fit their narrative. See, they want you to believe that it's only black people committing crimes. And throughout history, we all know that's a lie. But the media plays it so cold. This boy brought a knife to school, and I told y'all my old videos, in the South, knives are like cell phones. Young, old, women, men, everyone has them, especially Caucasian people. They the main ones. They love knives and guns. Tell me I'm lying. The arrest affidavit details the aftermath of the fight. Ramirez managed to leave the bathroom, but is seen on school surveillance video collapsing in the hallway a short time later while blood pours out of his body, according to the affidavit. The school nurse then started to perform life-saving measures on Ramirez, who was then transported to a local hospital where he later was pronounced dead. The affidavit notes that Ramirez had been stabbed in the chest, back, legs, and arm. Damn. So the same compassion that Austin got when he passed away, when he got stabbed and passed away, why his mother not getting the same compassion? She had to wait 3 years for this trial to even start. Where her donations at? Where her money at? Where the people making videos caring about her, showing her love? No one showed her love. I'm telling you, it's all fake outrage. Carmelo stabbed Austin 1 time just to protect himself. Allison stabbed that kid over 4 times. Make it make sense. But look, this the crazy part. Check this out. Allison left school and returned home after the fight and was arrested a short time later. A knife covered in blood was allegedly found at Allison's house. Court records show that an additional charge was filed against Allison a few days later on May 9th. After he allegedly assaulted a family member. He also pleaded not guilty. So let me calm down and get this right. He murdered a kid, then runs home. How in the hell was he even able to get home? So once he gets home, he attacks a family member. So you murder someone, then you attack a family member. Make it make sense. So when you hear people calling black people crazy names and saying we the only one committing crimes, don't fall for the bait, because we all know Caucasian people commit crimes, but the media is on their side. They go focus on the black community. They go focus on black crime, black this, because that's what making them money. They make money off of our community, our dysfunction. That's what they do. So that's why I create these videos, because it's all propaganda. They gonna show you the black stuff. They gonna make the black man look like the most hated man in America. They gonna make the black man look like he is the real enemy. No, the real enemy is them. But like I say, the media is on their side. And that's why I always say on my channel, we hold racist Caucasian people accountable. And you will notice people will get mad at me. But like I always say, they will be okay. But just like we focused on the Carmelo Anthony case, we have to stay focused on this case too to see what happens. It's very important. And like I said earlier, thank you to the people who always sending me these cases to speak on. I really appreciate it. It's time for us to use our platforms to fight back in our community. It's time for us to use our platforms to bring awareness in our community. I'm out.